Nede aso topics no mining.
Mining
bear miensa.
Say
I will cast a yampaye. I was a yampayo.
Sir.
Me omo bo yera Sofopon Danka Williams a chino menti o mase.
Be mo bonechi.
I'm a for bonechi.
Okay.
Na me see a cobom do your mining ho.
20 say a bompaye.
That's it. I am
quite no more tune soon in Simpai Bonne Bessa and Adrian so on name.
Because one, I said your mind, ya yet be bia was a yetimi two Galamsey assent.
June say home.
And said I knew whom I won't say, I dear Biano, dear, Nipenti Mianye, dear a friend say, above 20 million, yes, Ubamua.
Until now, no, say, what bompire and I'll bet there it's in pines, a sign I'll be see a bompire.
Me pie ni bi ne say ya gidi say nyame honhom e won suo nim nya honhom boni o kan bible na Genesis all mo say na nyame honhom e butu nsuo nani enti nyame honhom e won suo nim
enti nyame honhom na nya dai
enti nyame honhom e won suo mu no wo mo mutu efu agudie won suo nim no mo sai esuo no nyame honhom Empeja won suo ni mu na deal with them. Ebini na no wo bi ne wa. Wo pie ya. Okoda so a ye botu
dynamite explosion.
That's it. Or these are the things that ye hear say bebe na manfo di ehu eni suro bi ebe ko efumagudie no yes sir.
There be honorable me pese ahwefo mo hwe eti ase yi. Ense say no raise mpaye no nti ye bom mpaye nti bo.
Me mo mpaye. Rade me bom mpaye. E de Ghana hye wonsa. Ghana wo de efomagudie ama yen. Se emmoa yen. Na Nyankopon emmoa ye sikasem. Enso Rade nipa bi e de ani bere. Ene dwi a wo mo nwe oman ne ho. E de tu efomagudie a wo de ama yen wo kwambone so. E de sei nsuo a Rade wabo ama yen ya enka yennom e ma ya homoden. Ena yemfudie asase e wose efu eniema mayen no nipa bi nso edwirigu esan efumagudi a wo mo pe omutu ne kwambone so nyame wo de achaye nanso wo mafa kwambone so no mutu yenim se sa suban na wo mo na ebonsam esan se emmo nipa emma nipa ankor kan ti Awurade yesrew wa na de sa efumagudi ne ma yen wan kasa na osade honhom ehye nsuo mu ene efum fense efumadiem ne ade nyina so Nyankopon honhom tibi yade nyina enne so bi a wo ko nsuom na wo kwa ko block nsuo na wo tu efomagudie no dia sensuo na wo nyine o ma ho wo nyine nipa no nyame kire wotumi o Nyankopon pagya ma honhom ne so ma honhom ati nsuo no mu nso de mo na so mu
eno empire no
yes
okay nse se ni nyina adapting de wa kan nyina
yes
empire bona wo ne ka source of pain bi no mo e ka se omonene nya adwene no wo de wo ne ya adwene wo no prayer topic ni say ne yembo no
yes
okay
yes because one say enra me ne nkrofobi ekọ bia hodo bi ayetu Galamsey wachem da na me sa isuo no bi o me de bebre me na areho because edin say wo mrase bedwani wo be ko Galamsey.
But you saw a video, no, so be that it's a brim.
A brim.
Are you sure?
I am telling you. And once a first video be a buy, you know. A month for a year, and this a yoda. Instead, me invite or more money in this, some of the mom from cameras in the and no buy.
Honorable, do you think, say, within the space of a 1 year, and I say be a 16 months in Uncle for it, not Galamsey no muntune dada. You
see, me can make a constituency as ye brace na Galamsey wo na nkofo to bi
that part me make that particular spot na wo call
no be any
no be any
no me say Achimoda there was no Galamsey when we were in power
but me hwehwe mu so kire say hono no mutu no mutu
it's evidence ben na wo hwe mu ben NDC for the Galamsey ye campaign pa
no but Achimoda within 8 years you know me into Galamsey wo hono
me say there were few arrests here and there sankofo no kura no yanka ne se Galamsey omo akoje nkrata na omo ba betu
onsuo
da bi nyesum enyesum
ntinso ne de you can confidently
I can confidently tell you say e sabria
brain na omoto
sabria and you see
with the sport awugina here and you made another allegation say almost sign post reclamation.
Yes.
But obeko within no mutu na illegal miners and the A2.
That's it. Eti baby aye tu dada. Obi afo so hadie ya mremunti yen konko reclaim no. Na afi na omanfo so ekwakutu fofo. Listen, the fighter ye kono aye political because government powers ebe soreti yawo. Sebe nananu mu bi so ebe soreti yawo. Youth ebe soreti yawo. Iti wan hwe ye wanya kukuduro wanya nipa bi ambo chidoma ubejai. What they say because nipa nyina no ese woduebo wo hadwene wo ton odadodo wo say odadodo.
Nipa nyina no so no hu ne said there is an inconsistency in more amanyofo no.
Eno ti na me ka say
de enye enra no. Ene say aban ne dane a na de se enye na fe de automatically na ya white wash
so for me minti min ka say me kwa kokun Galamsey ewo bia constituency but makase ye hold members of parliament responsible because constituency bia no ewo MP wusu ye to abama eti nipa na ewo ho no no eno a me hu brekum so omo ye demonstration against Galamsey MP ni di mu bi o she red eno di demonstration mu bi say ye mpene ema Galamsey nkoso eno sa no sa demonstration na ekoso MP no edi mu bi no obia mebo MP no sobo se oba maya no aduane aboye
fight against but so say bi na MP na ya wanya ka no nti we doesn't mean say nka MP ne mfanye mpai bona se wontu ho anamon ebe den wetin
na me pa che se obetu anamon ba anamon na obetu no se sei wo no obetimi agide hwe asemu emeka ne kai meden enra media for na eba any bi no epk say police protection na yenya ya ye de call Galamsey site on here no some of the police gave hints to some of the Galamseyers. I'm telling me media for be the friend catch him say honorable when who they see here because you call ho no baby I say na ya chi ni pa bi efi ho
but sasa dey we say no him say this is a very serious allegation saying as much
as say but you see don't let us me fa ehu enchichiri ye ma no kura ye nimu no ye ntimi nka
but kan ye no adenti na honum na so one question
no that ye fi okra ye fi honum no media man bi be ka say this is what they picked because ukoye no ye koye no e baby a ya bechi nkofo ho into the mining eni kwase koso but bibia kire say ase no mo ye juma najo anase bia ye ko na ye beba na umufi ho yes there were some issues police for no mo car say I needed to get them a car here and there ye mobilize media for anybody they waited for about 2 hours but I understood them because it was a late information that was given to them what they say
enti nipa na no e ka say omo intel omo pk ye no what me show evidence say maybe that the person was making this specific call na me tese bi obo nipa se me sidin se bi amon pebe mi fa na say the person was just alleging
it could be an allegation but I am telling you say this is what the media person said but many a police for network they are ready to support it because some no makochi nipa no efi ho but you see the media person who came from Accra no enya sa idea no so na me no
this is an idea or based on the act of a officer
na me chere say your call ho no this is a place our police for na ba be chi Galamsey for efi ho omo operate but that no I call ho no bibia kire say omo so operate
but mo ko man ko to obi a
ho
but how do you determine any fresh bibia omo ya na indicate
something like that issue obi afa ho no mo machines ye fi ho no ma
say the way expert say who senso
enye me omo call ho no omo media for na call ho I'm telling you so you see mommy me fasa dey ni agro because say na mu ke ya
no fight me so me na wonya adwen sa wo mpai bo sem na ne mpai a wabo ni nyina
that should tell you say you do a frustrating point I know there was a multi say baby you do no very frustrating because institutions are boayen na ye ni omako ankasa nka no omo is kasam what they say omo
as in
Galamsey yesika big money Galamsey yesika
intimi fight no
that is it yesika mebunu ni adwuma ye iti ukoka Galamsey asemu a na moma ye adwuma yeso yakodi di galaka kakaka na mo kasetia enti edo ho no uti mebu fo sebe sa kwala no okasa uma na djuma ye ya enko onwene se galankwa na ye ne daily bread.
Okay. In your set now when Nijiaba yes Raj or the OSP so on probe into MCE. Are you okay with now where the headway are making?
The me de wo women say yeah institutions no yeah juma.
Okay.
Because this thing has been going on for over 1 year. Last year September and asa akasaka say a shasia. Menya atamfu bebre was adie ho. Nipa bebre na susu bone amame. Se me pese ye nua kuma no MCE no the juma ebo no. But me de maka say no kure no na na yepe because evidence a ewo ho no na me permanent say if this is the way to go and a Galamsey yent mean to us here ewo da because uchi nipa no say uchi nipa no na u fine no na wa command receipt na wa jiska no masa akọ yo madwuma bimu that is not the law. Law ne say former police in prosecute na yen che no ye jeli nipa no a e be ye deterrent ama obi foforo but say wa wo show ho na odiom sika na echire wo ba be ka say me the receipt akata so nti mamon receipt nti boni ni mu a there's a problem ene omo a ya cheche wo mo e wa chem da yemisa say assembly no akwakoji sika bi wo mo ho ana abrante make na say ene ya cheche nkrofo bi a omo operate illegally ebi wo police nsem ebi ko court can the achimodan assembly bring central municipal assembly any MCE no prove to us say omakwakoje fine bi wo mo nchen say omo operate without license and say illegal mining and it ade way there a very open secret say this is what it is but ya twia manabezi sabri tino nipa no a ode ade no call shrine or petition shrine no me bona baso I'm familiar with the name but I don't know who he is menya letter I fish shrine oba ya I refer case no akọ OSP the way a shraj afa issue no na wetimi aye preliminary investigations no won say we there a case was say call OSP no it is the same way am hope say OSP so e bejere no ho na waye hwehwemu no na bibi asem ne da no what they ato I promise people me shebo kese say with this institution as society we no I'll keep quiet over this thing.
Okay.
2 near me di ya kakra for over 1 year I buy me say my petition government presidency my petition local government minister for over 1 year near nobody has given me a hearing. I've been talking about it almost consistently. Nobody is giving me a hearing. But and then a private citizen at their cost Shraj Ahwe investigate the same and say evidence have a one Shraj Ahwe I refer case in the OSP like I'm saying, you know, there's a letter here I walk a fat side adie whatever it is, you know, if OSP works on it na say e yade e beboa bigidi said no kra no e bedadi. You know, I have a copy of the Shraj letter here. I have a copy of the letter to Abrantiano and the OSP no so here. You know, I commend Shraj say di kain etu sa na mono. I commend Shraj so me di kain etu sa na mono, and I pray say at the end of the day no OSP so enye investigation no na asem no enkoto bigidi so bia ho beto no, and that would deepen our fight against Galamsey. Okay,
honorable memo home so me ko ahoma no so na mi ntwetwe enkomo yenya eye honorable Kwesi Brako ona eye MCE ma omanfo mo Brim Central. Honorable what me kan memo wache eba de chensoma so
ya o de sha bana medini
now what to say na pay
oh nyame adome ho ye pa.
Oh okay, honorable so facha me wudi na Kwesi Brako won. Oh, okay, me that's a pa. And then we share the new crusading guide. Unfonyini the half a fair dear to a journey say pro Brim MCE. Siraj orders OSP. He faces corruption probe over alleged 15,000 Ghana cedis extortion from illegal miners. Let's just say, Siraj Jesus to say anything in relations to corruption. And that's the Mudie Biano. So OSP to me etu one among. Who are dear Mpacho? Diana saying that we see a so mufai.
Omuni abadi di kan menchia ona menchia UTV ahwefo na TV na na menka se say welcoming news asem papa and as asem de because the minimum say o avail yourself say o be serving the public officer ye wo say ujitu muni say o ye adwuma na yibitimi ayo wase mu hwehwe mu na wakoye adwuma na wie kra so no yibitimi aye wase mu hwehwe mu. Is your thing say Office of the Special Prosecutor? It me investigate this as a year. It to me bring an end to baseless and unfounded allegations are over a year. You know, I'm saying you pay the for me. And to me, this say any disem because penny forces will trim fita in Tiamwa Inku. And say any disem papa say ubi our leader who this only corrupt. Na also source the kata se di dream any project so that's our penny mahamani NDC campaign abia ba kwa Ghana fujina so e to abama o mampani mahamani say ye ba e betimi fight corruption into so mampani appointee bi na ye see yenko eni mu hwehwe mu a I think say is a step in the right direction.
Okay, now honorable Abrasa and some way say e ba ye no obi ebe bisa say yehu video bi ba me pese wo confirm ma me na obi gine ensuo ho na wo bodua o de sign eti sa asem ya ho na wo pese wo sa wo ho but wo de ohun ne se dua bomom na beboa wo na ye wa
minya ba me anemu no enye dua bo nti na me ko sign se de wangasa wo ka esan se akame mu no de me na no ma che me ma hu ni se wo bo obi dua nsa na ekura on ekura no there was all the crowns up in kum. My fans are in Cramens up in kum. I am in Sendifa, and me cockatchen and I almost say, the Mimi Kusi Brakwa said, me atum down this year. Our man penny, me say, me mammy sin a name. And now me so, my Galamsey, a coso. Na me the Galamsey Fusika. A switching beer will be on another month for mammy. And yet, you are not the Kobo. I am on a cosign.
Okay. Now, also, when you said there was a boss, you need to say specifically what's his allegation and not a cosono. May Kai say about some months back that got me started here and a chimoda Mrasebejeni, Honorable Alexander Kwesiakwa. Specifically, Kai said there has been some evidence it shows say a bimo equal to Galamsey we issue receipt. And me patrol honor no me pesa will confirm my yene and yabia bibisa kosoma we issue receipt ana.
About the crew when he said, and I say two from a good deal or so, I will bring Central Hanum saying, you know, you may quite from Ghana Consolidated Diamonds. Omona Ayomodia.
Okay.
A bra, Michelle, you must see as an MC, you will say mining be free, air cost of this way. So, then woman no be any work, which you have to go and access and poor Emma Assembly, no, and Emma Assembly, no, for me a tax force. Emma, you could to Nipan 9 be control boss. A bra, you to control boss, no. The agreement by say Ghana Consolidated Diamonds for no and I agreement say Mejuma or Masasi so it's Galamsey for assembly position as we speak now remains that say Sabi Ghana Consolidated Diamonds for and agreement say Brana Beye Juma in the jurisdiction of the assembly then no chess over to me as a sound say Oba and oh ye Juma Yidikai also Oba assembly or now be register. The amount of friend of business operating permits. 1 year Sabi in Intino, a human are we in Nano, is describing as illegal. In assembly fee fixing, may that toya and yamra, I'm saying, a woman says will be young mining, it will bring Central. Nasa on your registered with the assembly. Assembly no one who finds a fine is a Nipano. And no assembly Ginaso, I issue fine. Emma, Sa, Emrantiano, catch your almost say. Omonco, not assassi omotuno. Omonko reclamation.
Okay.
Omonko reclamation we are. Omonko Minerals Commission EP ho. Na omonje permit. Embran into me fan register man sana. Omotinya koto aso yo medjuma. Ye this tabon ko omoso a omutua no. Omoko back no. Oman kwan ko ye de ye ka no. ɛna ɔmo to aso ɔmo yɛ deɛ na ɔmo yɛ na yɛyɛ ba yɛ hu so ɔmo nyɛ reclamation no ɛna me as an MC me to me nsa frɛ Naimos sɛ deɛ kɔ so wɔ me mpɛ so aso ha sei ni deɛ ɛka me akɔyɛ sɛ ɛso sɛn me ɛno nti Naimos fo mbra ɛbra Naimos fo bae no abrante a ɔne me nam a ɔyɛ me personal guard ɛna me ma ne lead Naimos team no ɛkɔɔ yɛ a ɔmo kɔhye abrante baako plant ɛno ɛna abrante no ɛkɔyɛ audio ɛto NDC platform so because abrante na yɛ kana asɛm no ɔyɛ NDC branch chairman
okay
ɛna ɔkɔyɛ audio to NDC platform so sɛ ɔyɛ adwuma MC ni mu hu bi chairman ni mu hu bi yagye ni sika ɛnso yɛasan ma yɛaba bɛhyɛ n'aniɔma so the basis of honorable Akwesiakɔ allegations nyinaa yɛ saa audio na abrante yɛ no and I'm very happy say finally no Office of the Special Prosecutor eba be investigate asem wo yebe hu de accept in previous all kind of prayer any all kind asem atu ni aso
okay enti sa brena sa issues ne ba ye monko mo ne EP monko register mombra momba reclaim ansa na momba me register with ye ne assembly na sa de na ekoso ni nyina na MP no aware of sa eginatu anase na montu anamutu nyina
in fact abra no kra wo mu ni say ebra ye issue fine ne ma amrantie no ene emra 9 months for be year operations no it was about 1 month period
okay
yes because yeah I think say issue receipt on 25th of September if my memory serves me right and I find it enkofo no MP no got a wind of san money nyina after say 9 months for ababeye omo operations no and who say MP no yawe say Samuel Mani in an air cost on Pinanka Sampo or no be the dance say if he's a municipal executive. From that, I confirm me in General Assembly meeting be anywhere, Papa call by in a crown. Not maybe need a honor only once, and I maybe buy a General Assembly meeting. Even that was in my absence. Okay. Anyway, our assembly honor my ordinary home because he feels to say Nipa or no person go by MC no. Say o mampeni amudi din o se denti no am so problem with maybe position as a municipal civil
sana wo hu na honorable kisi
that is how sana
etie okay
yes,
me but sa brena sa nsemi nyina esi ya now specifically waka say voice bi na e wo ba bi na wo susu say no na all capitalizing on na enti wo de sa sombo we say nyina e bo no wo tie ye no wo try to approach him to explain to him say enye de say the abrante ni sika no wo ne say bi adahye bi na e ma na de kasasa but the actual truth no enye to say the all portray no wo to say na mo no
no hu ni abrano kren ne say bi obi a ono ono wati masema wodi kan afre police commander aka so ne say o pese o de asem ne ma media for no eya asem ne hu dede ama journalist for bi afre me say na mo say na MP ni so wa betu no which means say nipa no in the first place no aboni trimu ko say sabi o pese ogu mu fin so I didn't even have any reason to call him
and also what I say is a general meeting and I say general assembly and so kwa na also o maybe da wa baby ba ko pe meboa ntini tani nyina ka bom na hu ne se na before wo meye AMC no na wo ne na hia nso da na wo ne MP hia da
oh me before na me be AMC no hu se na me nua pani a ono de chief ba ne me ono na no ye communications officer ma MPP amajuku o na promo ansa kra na obi tu kwan apa ma no and before na me be AMC ni de be ka se obi o promo bi ani se na una ba kwesi akọ ne me ye fine se bi o de car kra atwam nothing only go with me and me didn't come up. The only time our problem was started here, and it's all President Mahama Ebo Bidi, our continental radio station. I can't say, or he been a demaba, say, and my member signed the common fund, the man signing the common fund, or no a ranking member of local government committee. It's overhauling me before that committee. Even that was before my confirmation as an MC. He was making all those allegations.
Oh.
And you know, from the onset, I didn't buy because the truth of the matter is, Honorable Akwesiakɔ Studio, no my branch be a friend of Kingsley. About a week before our president, they put in as an the Obabaye MC, a branch any for the radio station, community FM, or a program here, Akwesiakɔ Musa say, now who's really say one Obabaye MC or so, a Kusi Black one or Yaku, Kusi Black or the Obabaye.
Okay,
No, it was a conversation
between one agent and the gentleman no more never bought one money.
And as of now, Brano, almost my guy no call radio station needs to be because of that. almost feel a conversation I go on between MP and Abranton about the money.
Okay.
And this is the manner 77 previous radio stations are a very important one. It is owned by MPP MPs. Oko Atimswedra, Honorable Ose Kennedy, and Bosome FM, Oko Atimasa FM, and so on, Komadia. A whole sitting member of parliament, it's me Fred, a radio station owner, or they call it MP, say, I didn't know mommy access to radio station now, Emma mileage. This is how the man sitting in your studio and how low he can go because of like party politics.
No, Honorable.
Apart from that Galamsey issues here, I'm okay. He seems to have a personal problem with me.
Oh, Honorable, I am at the pass. I am at the say having this conversation. Fortunately for us, no. Honorable akwesi akwa hamti me pese ugina so because me pese ono so yi nsem ba ko mienu bi ano edema mitimi so wadaro magina so me san ba wo so bi honorable general meeting wan ko bi waka wo station say epu ontimi ma meye MC whatimi to the tangent say wa fe colleague me mano platform e mo won shine ade na wo yes because nipa before ye mo ni di na wo ne ye fine nhu na utimi gina wo ka ne bonko mo nyina
Abraham minyi ni so wadaje to get into these matters. Near Minya Kumana Jina Hakan, some made Jada Jaya, near short say bet me shown.
But unco meeting,
Mako meeting.
Walk back pay.
Mako once or twice. Invitations I don't even get.
Unya invitation.
Invitation.
Now can say a poon so
how would I say this?
But I make
us say all the things he's saying there. Original TV so can national TV no. These are some local politics now. We are back we are chairman money I don't know. And I don't want to go into that. Me Makasa the me that say no canon. Say Shraj finally has ordered an investigation into this whole matter. So I say because they all canonly the evidence I have had, I have shown the evidence for about 1 year. May say me are disappointed. Say I have petitioned government, I have petitioned local government minister. Nobody has taken interest in this. It is Obia petition Shraj. Now say Shraj Ashishim preliminary investigation. Say okay, these are the issues. It may refer my OSP. They said no, so I welcome decision. No. I also welcome it. Near all I don't want to go into that now.
But in as much as you don't want to go into it, no. Yeah, establish it, the fact say what never because
one minute to me and my appointee who becomes the MCE. Whatever it is the president who appointed. Say yeah, say near kika local politics no. Kabisa say one day may she say or a year shorts. No man can say shorts are we say the fatal unfair because we obey a penny. Bisana some man can
honorable
I don't want to get into this things.
Or can be satchel so obey a penny into wash shorts out the way we are a yes and you're fine or can be sir.
Around Kai in Kai visa. Yeah, make Kai say or catch me say I think say on the 6th of March. It's the 6th of March, you know, I think that's 2025. That time, you know, president in Yambo or Mampeni, the MCE, and see, and you really know after program, and I open the visa, I don't know ambassador program, and I'm so, now my home shut down, and also, okay, I was a member because, and you probably know now of your short list of say, of MCE, a buy. But me, one and I'm so now my home family in Chinamamba. That was the only conversation I'm proud to me. Nomination, no me kai say or me have him. I say all case Mr. Short there. Say any crime about MC crime. We only me be any say me pet me type from pet trash. Apart from say me go to me more that official duties.
But no man for wo fear dia. Na
Abraham Bachebi. You born the dean. I was one of the first people he called. Number Kivet. Na me ka so wo chinkwa, be tu kwan me ba. You better chance in needing come.
To buy no net and I
3 times we scheduled a meeting. Oh, Chairman Meba. Wama. Me wakra. Me shawakra. Wama. But I didn't care because you see, whether you like him or not, President Aboni didn't. Only about beto about mano. It would the other any day. But after that, na ni yebia air koso, any sembia air koso. Say see a can now, and because I just say 1-on-1.
No, no say from on the side and I say from
on the side. from when he got into office, Facebook post bebre oha. Say me position a media to in Japade wodano. Obe make sure say sa crime no will be investigated.
Oh, no one post here.
I have them here.
I want a page. Honorable.
Until make us you see, I wish to say we don't go into that.
I know, but
I didn't say
I know. I did be on me. Per se, you clear free.
You cannot clear them here.
No, but sometimes, you say a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. Until now, honorable, I mean, say before Ube invited MP Amanaba General Assembly, no, say woman invitation and a process, no.
I don't know say. That means your opportunity. I remember, we are your opportunity, and I say your personal liner. Let's send the letters. Your coordinating director, a trauma proud to every general assembly.
Okay.
There's no general assembly meeting. You actually letter come from my MP. And again, that's why I can say, Ebra, you both be as an MCE, no, when I'm a friend. Senka under normal circumstances, no, say, both be I wasn't going to congratulate me. But it's not why I'm trying to call number. And I'm a friend.
Just a wish you more call number.
Yes.
No, I'm a friend.
And I'm going to pay the corner to friend. And I'm a friend also who need Ghana or Kivet or Bar. In fact, a bra now, almost I chief justice every one. I almost quite demonstration. There was an arrangement and I say agreement made between me and MP. And then the current National Service Board chairman said, "You be share MP after all my demonstration." A brand on real demonstration, your friend say, "Papusia, no catcher and say on a fine so about more than 20 minutes." That was when I'm the boss catcher and said, "No." From the look of things, no, it seems to have a panning person over here. Not
to us to say, no, what try and opposite social, not Saturday, no, you're done, not to us to say.
Yes, because some of my friends now so okay, very no, Sunday, no, 7 p.m. I was here. If honorable will be unmet in your studio at 7 p.m., your friend or catcher will meet to real meeting of a friend. He didn't call back. After that, we made an arrangement to meeting after Chief Justice, demonstration now. I drove from Akimodan to Accra.
Specifically, said Obeshiano.
Yes, Abraham knew because she are National Service Board Chairman. Occasionally, on a pass or board and 2 to me. Oh, that's the one I walk out video and you know, Chris. Or no, the schedule meeting 3 times. Now, now when you're available.
Okay, now, and a BM so no, a BM so no, or can't say more invited for a assembly meeting, no, so no, Wababa Copeno. I can't say Monia invitation be also letters, no, so Hodoma from a coordinating council, Mutrono, but on no member. And yes, sir.
Let us now, including even Central Market IC. A bribe, yes, a better letter, Metro Commando, and then I take the deal money, the NPA, community, actual responding team at them. I will even make those letters available to you for you to know who is telling the truth and who is telling lies. Okay. Or those letters are there. Unfortunately for us, in assembly, you know, you're trying to be if we copy in our file.
See, at least you have an evidence.
At the right time, and known to. I want to let people understand. They say the MP is not making allegations because he feels that I'm involved in illegal mining.
Sir,
that is not the reason.
But what's the reason?
I'm not going to video. Who's not going to show the reasons here? Oh yes, allegations.
No, but I'm not going to catch that. Which is the reason? Denting or
no, I'm going to say. I was there for Nagazano say, oh, Yamisumi, Papa. Or kind of crazy or money now. But you see, at the end of the day, and now where do we say Mogo and I can't maybe honorable.
Send a make up a person 10 business and so ever for. But dear, meet you.
No credit say, there was people in our Office of the Special Prosecutor.
But Miss Rebecca made the so pass at least Obama hint the reason here back and forth here Koso. Nkabe made the plan.
I will even write to the Office of the Special Prosecutor there. Because I have not received any invite or letter from them. I'll have to even write to them from them say this is what I've seen in the dailies in the expedited actions. Okay. Now at least President Mahama appoints here or Central. We are people say on facility Galamsey said you be man aye.
Okay, but honorable Mijawa Mawako Bamami date me pesa at least enya one on one nanka honorable Ashanti Media tuning because we really want to delve deeper because say MCE ne ne MP tension wo honom say ya enya mo me no na affect mo omanfo na omo eye odan ene brem honom ro mo na omo esofa me pacho what I say because the people need development. Enti se ko bani say ya aya na nya de enti mama dabe na ye arrange one on one mami date
na o hwe betumi aye
and then I watch you okay me da se pint no the can no so aba ha bi na edi enkomo enti mama e na wasemfa wonsi ase me so na watch you no aba ye be hwe animo
oh na o hwe ba
okay matse me da se pa Eyo abusiafo honorable Kusi Brakon na ye MCE ma omanfo mo Brim Central na ye tene nka no honorable wo be se wunu aketwa nti bibi ni a me pese nya me yadmo na wo che sen ne pepepe ye be komo ne pe asem ne ho pomese.
What is unfortunate in this we don't need to be friends and say adwuma meboa
of course
adwuma ye adwuma
but if there is a cordial relationship on so a boa well,
so it depends on who you are dealing with. If there's somebody who thinks they have political power, say, church on some more Facebook. I have all the posts here. What they brought Shenipem, it is a yes, Nase also 1 year ye. Nasa secretary Munia Debi with all the evidence that I have. A bar.
Tit for tat.
And yet tit for tat. Adia Kabia Obetampa justice with mercy. No? Then you would want to push. And I make us say, and yena yako Galamsey. Yena yako Galamsey. They say Bremu in ye and Noa, name Sa Bremu in ye, Bremu Kaladi and Noa. And I decided to say I will keep this to every media engagement I make. Now, make sure what Bremu looks like.
Now, how would you know?
It could make us that.
Okay.
Me kwana niatia mess up for asaba. But to be a word there be no show Bremu ini and then be a bankrai. Me koto na msai and the buyer. It's about emra. It's about how I fighting Galamsey. Minim say ye new presidential staffer woni emra. Minim say minwe he works with Minerals Commission. It no otimrase. Say a base assembly be say meni sika na mema hu receipt for illegal mining. These are all subjects for the investigation. All the evidences have been given. It is a no. Nancy Rebecca said we need a cordial relationship in the Kawanutum. Menka. And then we be say nipa yachi womu wachim da for illegal mining. And then assembly na kwaji omhosika na debi. Adenti na we di enkon kwaji omhosika. It means that it is of a firm belief say sa payment na course no. It wasn't meant for the assembly. But you see, you have far evidence in number 2 Jawaha. Investigations they shall see. Me no am said me shall see say allegations no. You better to suffer me. Amount for case adana manko court adana manko court. Na MCE no say ono so so sign ho. Say be say allegations am ya tiawo. Tika the best things who mo be court. Na me the evidence akoche. And na me to prosecute too. So but me prosecute case where come prosecuting the dada. Abana also prosecute. That's what I'm saying. I'm disappointed say for a whole year government has not responded to these allegations. But Shraj is a governmental body. Omo preso omo I refer to OSP based on what they have seen. Omo who say it borders on corruption, any corruption related. It's about OSP, and yet just administrative abuse. It's OSP about investigation. Say a idea me me prosecutor about prosecutor that, but he decided say obeko akako bomudia me so dia born because we na so. Come on. And an animal friend wo e ka say okobo dia nti no wanje permission okobo dia ne ade. And then
honorable
no say what of father number then you are rushing me.
Oh Mr. Osama ka cho say nyame adma na wo che say na e be hia na.
Sa one on one na wo kan na wo che say no.
If there is a beef between an MP and an MCE, it does not augur well for the community. The two of them should exit.
And yeah, me can't say no.
The
I think
there is a DC elected, nominated by the president.
Let's address.
There is an MP in the constituency voted for by the people. And the two of them are supposed to collaborate for the development of the constituency. They are here arguing and throwing tantrums, and you are entertaining it. Not to be wrong. Then the two of them don't deserve to be there if they can't collaborate and work.
You see, if you are looking at what is happening, me as a deputy ranking for local governments, I can cite about 10 or the least 20 constituencies. DCs and a big quiet MPP at NDC MPs any DCs.
But I mean,
these are human institutions. What does it? And America say we don't need to be friends before we work.
Okay.
What does it? It is a mere allegation. It is what you do, and they say you now operate the assembly as your bona fide property. And then when presidential powers, it is the open that you destroy our billboards, and then he is the only MCE or take Akonyaswa police prosecuted for cutting our billboards away.
Then it means that there's more to it. And
that is why I am not happy you brought those ones in. Issue that is the probe keke. That's it. Whatever issues that there are, so many other idea and then issues in because a lot has gone under the bridge for a whole year. Once I made me allegation there, he is not happy, and whatever he wants to do to defame me, he will do. But maybe I say no kureno and that's it.
Okay, I was for enti ya desire for we say esi ha ye kase ye odela de on otisi mu dada obada me bompa yes asumtwe e beba e ya chimoda de bi yehia BBC honorable Nana ya Chempim Janto first general female secretary former general secretary female and now presidential staffer Nana Ewo Hase me Nana kwa papa so and I delayed them head of corporate affairs or minerals commission de la ewa mbevo mwatina say
yeah
nana mpacho mechia o
mimi ko better 34 minutes I don't know why you one on one
I better 34 minutes one year one on one
na bono cross abra twaso ne nya one on one na oguso
nana ya
me dey me come ni adaje
me so we
na 35 minutes
this in MP ko ameme fa go be
one on one
so we can say BBS na say for
MP a di former minister da only DC here ko TV so na mo mutra one and the two of them are not deserving of the position.
No, men kasasa dela men kasasa men yesa
but now Modi we use is not bringing out the issues so they say
something you say you have
TV so back here. And look, you don't.
So you bring the two of them together. Let them come and sit here and banter.
Some what you try to honorable intimate can say me, or so can say so. Until you should have had a time, maybe 2 hours, no more here. Then look, it can also be a conflict resolution situation. Maybe by the time you have because a baby, you can conflict, no, I end it. What did I say? But where they are effective.
No, but
you know what?
No, let me first of all, many apologize. No, yes, sir, because these are issues, sir, and this is not the first time I say issue we say yesterday.
That is not what we are.
And now, per the issues we are going to discuss, and we didn't know said this is what. And sometimes we need to probe in as much as say
nana you can send us messages.
You can send a message. Because it is part of it. A part of the discussion we are having.
The mode that you use.
The part of discussion we are having.
Well, I have protested it. I have already protested. Yes, I mean I protested it. Yes, I protested because if we want to discuss, we want to take the issues by issues. Now, what is at stake is the probe. he has welcomed it. I have welcomed it. Thank you, no.
But to go so no at a train.
No.
Clearly, no. On who feel said the Akofa we saying in our banner. There's more to it.
There's more to it.
And of course, once I need to make a waka,
Timmy. The infant said, no matter what it is. Won't tell me so. You say things and you don't want me to respond. There are viewers watching us. We say, or Phil said there are more to it than this. Bibisa say, no matter what it was, said Madame Fumpu and the Eminiampra. If the allegations that I'm making are anything to go by, you think say I should keep quiet over it? Is that what you are telling me?
No. In as much as I won't keep it quiet. That's why I this conversation.
Baby, it was said, don't let people think say this whole thing is because of something. No. We are saying you're fighting Galamsey. And the topics are by 2 or 3 of them in Galamsey. Everybody is talking about Galamsey. Now a buying cratchy. Say this in our coso. Be a MP. Many information. I am asking, say, let's investigate. Not so be say, oh, you be being tea. And now, who press Hanwa. Do you have to encourage that or tolerate that? No.
No, but and I'm glad that we used to say, even if you are legend, don't you think any panel will right to respond to the allegation?
Oh, he's responded it severally. And then the other say, I don't know if you mean some, I don't know if you know some. Say no will response be and now my country me or beko OSP. Me so me wo evidence be me so me the beko OSP. And no, it makes it more decent. What I say because the way at the law at here and MP with the former deputy minister the law I also take exception to that because I wasn't even happy with this. I protested. It if you are saying say MP with the former deputy minister that when MCE there is more to it than this.
Yes.
There's more to it than 2030 who are involved in this things. I can mention them because a buy new what they say. Me deputy one can be I will tell you say Abranti the chairperson of the local government committee and the issue be because me deputy ranking in Abranti take my men all on rough. And then so per se can near the evidence
Martin ye no AC has say Mama Makwaba and I am say Eddie Free Honum ex-store MD $1 million bribe. Kwabena Donko denies receiving money as Iyoko expands probe. Meaning say Nana more a PURC. Na nsemu yi babeto to jano nsem binom for a PURC for me who sometimes I have to work in Libya wesen almost you under your watch BBC because if independent certain
say under my watch almost my $120,000 as bribe don't cover it.
No, I'm not
but
covering.
The point is that
I wasn't Nana me sini nyina kan adwuma ya
but
the only thing is I apologize am be train for the interview
there's not much. I mean we didn't also get anything out of the interview.
We did. Right? Nana, we did. To you maybe we didn't, but to us we did.
We need to resolve this issue and also see that it goes off. You get me? So the point is that Mame Fanchi Ama.
So does it mean that Simi will be vacancy so the year used to be out of it, Anna?
There be some who they are Jimmy. I say,
and to whom make Canada, don't know betting me. I can't was about
but so much so and never discuss issues.
It's not 35. I wanted to come up to 10 o'clock, but
you always want to have your way.
You are not even listening to us.
Me too.
You get me? You are not listening to us.
I am.
Yeah, there were 35 minutes sitting down, just listening to it. So you've just taken the steam out of everybody. 35 minutes. That's a lot. And you're the 5 topics. I mean, let's not come by no more
this particular. Hey, son, I would say this is what I want them. What can want them?
And also they need their take.
But said they were not here. Any day call. Nana Macho meet you.
And into I call 35 minutes.
Nana meet you.
Just apologize. No more comment.
Many times now.
Have you?
No. I know what we say. But you Jaisa.
I may find Nana meet you. I'm my chef for not me find Jama. Nana Punina. and then just minutes go off at 35. We know for 35 minutes. And the point is that maybe was so sport for him with your backup and my eating. The point is that meanwhile, you know what? We been the Sunday may say yes, imagine $120,000 as but I'm saying that alone shows that there are flaws. And not pay me by me, Dr. Kwame Donko Kasai. Everything that he's saying, say he has never met the person. True. I mean, that particular person, true. Because me who around us only once, and it's quite near London. Near Bekono. That once me who know from far. London near Africa Energy Forum.
Okay. Oh baby.
What I say, and he gave very very intelligent. Very, very intelligent. Intimate besides saying the one me who knows sector and become so away of Goldman Sachs. Okay.
That's it. That's and who will be not on
yes, Dr. Kwame Donko was not even there. I've never seen him around Aska near my near day. Maybe some in Crawford
so be a shiano
at Jessica. They'll tell me the truth. What do I say? Obia say we engineer man no my only problem is NCC so
okay.
US I indicted nipa bako. As I see it to me who say din bebe ba omodi aba nyina ye conjecture na say a truth. And no be Facebook and a Paul in same be beto ho. Ni atwatwa nipa bebre din. It is your who report no man. You need to be careful how you deal with some of these things. Parliamentarians say woman no cry no. At that time, me and PPA in parliament. And then you did PPA call parliament for parliament to approve the PPA with the tariff in it. Those days, I'm even wondering how parliamentarians in the
so as a 2014,
me and PPA
2014, 2015,
yes, me and PPA in parliament.
Then it's a committee in for here from.
I don't know because
PPA as in
power purchase agreements.
No, almost all international agreements.
No, but that time the PPA no approval.
Me purchase all international agreements.
Maybe it is lodged there, but no more approval. Say no, say not as a CPPA now you best sign. By all means, it should come to the floor for you to deliberate on it and give your approval.
That's a law that is mandated. But me purchase say once it's an international treaty.
It's not a treaty per se. This is a
no. I mean an international deal.
Maybe
every international deal must come to parliament. There be every yes every international
PPAs no
what's a PPA so when no model no they are international organization it once
obi an international organization obi a power purchase agreement
obi are saying
even ECG no
but this particular one we are talking about no international
but they didn't come there.
Yes.
You remember when you
no I wasn't there but it came.
But I don't remember when.
And the Bema Energy Committee for say they want to check
but
what
I am
is
saying
there.
With this one, I don't remember say energy committee.
Okay.
Yes, you turn on. Yeah, for energy committee for DMB, but also even if energy committee went, even if the advance granted they were there, say when you conventionally when you request for a parliamentarian to go anywhere like any other person, you now be taking care of or more accommodation or more say parliament me born can say parliament decide they say program parliamentary program, then parliament will look at the cost. Parliament will pay your per diem, your transport, your bedding, everything. But to be request to say, me person go share me plant and I'm person go share me maybe I may. It is the duty of nipa no do two kind. So better ticket in Bibia. So you want to mean chile mo says 46,000. Does it amount to say transportation, bedding, and I sika edition will be in them. To the mention. Into no
no so mo can say per the committee no so no report on the buy and I say each person be as man $5,000.
The $5,000 it just what kind of burden
ne say be a per diem
go be kwa ni the bedding wom hotel the feeding wom the transportation wom. Okay, so we should have clarity.
But also no can say all expenses paid.
And the omo call no.
Oh no ways and I read it. Oh mo can say omo de omo koye ni no mo tua bibia.
And people are even
additional
amount for kwampo person mo chese because only energy for ni bia no mo wo no. They are trying to say so man ko ba bia.
Me tie honorable Katie Hammond. And so ka so obetimi akesi say omo
that is me no so me doctor me ni ono so akasa. I need a client me former many nkofo bibia akasa. But so they don't remember. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But
I'm happy you're saying they don't remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get me? So there should be clarity.
Nana pasoko na me bisa this question say Tama asemi ba yi yoko confirm say impomonso eboy AAD with the investigation at OSP and so ka same thing.
OSP
the na me bisa say adentina sa bre no kompo na bi omunya sa intel omo pe near to investigate no omo so wan shase anya omo investigation
manum na okay
make up be a yoko Inka
at the
time at the times inka way buy no nanka quickly most of them investigation
most of them
politicizing saying it here
one person me kwa me di ni baby o so mo de me ba behim nipa na wo ye principal no wo ye MPP ni now they are talking NDC we don't want to talk like that
the principal they are here
nipa na wo ho aba asem
also MPP
yes unim say to mo ma na MD. And he resigned 2016.
They don't know.
From Goldman Sachs. I don't want to go into it. Nipa wa ne boy. Nipa oni ni dili. Nipa no oni ni dili at 2016, sorry. Do you get me?
And no ye MD no from 2016.
No, MD no. Oh yeah, Goldman Sachs.
And here no dey na me so director.
That is the
point.
And
Ton I think so be for 3 months or so.
And some way ya no mo the man resign. Because the US then came in same baby. So we have to at the end we should see the emails or send it.
Okay.
Abna him so best me akwa jisika will be dim.
Na be scan so
because which is these are people who are in authority. And akwa mete your friend is saying Edu former deputy energy minister, non so energy committee. So these are people who are in authority. Number 2, we also want to. There are gaps. Say time all year when you ask for no, or man kasa no more him. Emails no send at the account money at this ikanuko guye because say obi
on a personal account to pay a year or more every year.
About $1 million. And there should be a trail of receipts because what to make kukuru $1 million in kita or play more Ghana how. Ultimately, so if there is an offshore account somewhere that the money went into it, obi abetimi investigate here who say ampasika ne ko ni say. Those things are not there. Me manji sike bia 120,000 me nim ho hwe. Do you understand? Me there obi ni PRC wa. The obe ban ye kra no, ye search letters won near maybe wo mo ho a na e feel say wo mo correct. Now we feel say BB say ni ama e bribe bombe babe. You see, I am media mean Jessica be I'm sure say, but let's see. But me, I want things to be done not in a speculative manner.
Yeah.
But to be done with evidence. Sikana or declare or airport ana. Because we do airport, so it's me declare. Say
if indeed so fast, $1 million
and you cannot carry so where there should be evidence to show because the emails the accounts the account should indicate to us where the money went.
The transfer.
Where the transfer was done, it is clear. And the international crime near Dintino. I mean, if you are looking for these things, you can find it. Won't it mean carry $50,000 in po? The chiwa is a crime. This all your crata also. America yes, you bet me the $1 million. Ghana bet me the $1 million. But your paper to source of Sikano. A dear now they pay.
And yes, I the pocket money are 10,000. It shouldn't be more than 10,000.
America called the 9.5. Anything beyond 9.5 in the day. omu question sort yes so all these things are here can you intimate say we had got to account we mo yeah because ye ayi cry you ko si wa hwehwe ma o si so oguso o hwehwe ayi e friend saying property tracing this anyema ni nyina but me I want to see say Asante Beku put money this amount into an account. For some reason declare this money at the port because $1 million will be a suitcase move.
So sometimes emails and so on. Or you see any because Goldman Sachs and all work company emails
but
are not supposed to personal and traces need be a holy rain. So what did you see that holy rain and that is a representative.
So let me also play the other side. This person you are talking about, that Goldman Sachs have a fairness saying a rule be and a clause be in their contract say maybe you bet a private business and now say if he was working on behalf of Goldman Sachs, who gave him the authority and permission to do this kind of facilitation?
So there was what Goldman Sachs and not a finance AXA.
That is what I'm saying. So I am saying
it's working on behalf, but they don't believe in corruption.
So induce the system. Working on behalf of Goldman Sachs, and he's doing these things. And Goldman Sachs has a tracing mechanism in their organization. Abroche Jumebia with tracing mechanism. What they monitor you, they find out what you are doing because it is their interest. So what they didn't find anything all this time, and he wired money. And where did he wire that money to?
I mean, that's also the other. So we must have traces anything about.
2017 about ask her. I didn't who didn't bother.
AKS.
Yes, Obi Amadi look like say NDC idea. About MPP. They increased more FNS contract some approve more AC Kumasi another plant. It is okay because we need the energy, a continuity in energy provision, generation, transmission and distribution is not wrong. You don't put politics into it. But I'm saying that we are mentioning people's names. Then we need to find out and say that where did they, because me for instance I was looking for the person, I think it's a blog or something. I'm not good with these things. I was looking, so I gave it to a friend who is good at tracing. But I'm saying nipa no trace call and no no any penti one twice you. Who be a free to one twice you. So you put it openly that Obiaje $120,000 because you hear the name PURC. Then yesterday people's names have put up from who also have responsible positions today. No to up so we need to find out how did the money enter this country.
So then I think that the Yoko
yes, so Yoko is investigating. What I say, but me say me the me who because all things being equal based on what Omodia can family hona. Then does it mean that others also is the same? Because me, I didn't collect any money.
But
$120,000. Can you imagine?
That's one another $120,000. Then share any scam.
There no crime. Me person make us a few the time so for at the time and they say. Madela bra.
Abina.
Eja.
Obina. Bakotua bribe. And ya cheno. And ye didn't call court. And a court a jailino. And a ya kana ye wufino. Ye fish nipa or the bribe on the command. So you might ding way. My name is Abina. Nipa na jail to say Otua bribe. There were evidence against him, so Chia bribe me a chino at Nako US. Emi jail no. Ye jail Navy. On a jail brand or ye jail Navy.
November and
thank you. But I don't know jail. Yeah, you walk Ghana ni o TV so no radio so politicians ne. We are trying to find out to say ne bribe no why not the command no and I say why not the command no. Abena come me highway. Obi betumi du dini akọ. Nana ya ho akwa jisi kasa me de koba obrewa en fa be kam so we ni so wonso ba jisi ka de abrewa how do you prove that yetumi hire ho emre bi wa yetumi hire ho Ghana ha say say na be dwene ho am ntiase papai politically so ni NDC for na yejumo so ni MPP for na yejumo ye nim say 2017 no ye MD for boss and ono a wo ho and o se ma resign when they appointing as store boss nanado abembo enna ono a wo ho na o se be jai adwuma no ene be jai enna se ne ho akọ fore sikagie ne bribe sem bi ne ya china to mu a o se ye sebe ono a no akwa ye ne bone na ne nsa ka no di ntini ye wo Ghana ha ne ye di nsa tetin krofo so se Mr. Beko Mr. Ednum AGB wona sa AGB the yetitieri nyina ye allegations until all we dia yetitieri nyina they are presumed innocence until proven guilty in court enti se mo hei na se yetimi din ba se yese ya ma de lie them $150,000 and $200,000 ne running wa had running stories wa yes ye dia mane no so go see wa bra untumi prove say o de maami ana wan fa mami eya ne hire ho too much wo mai hwase wo mo ye bubo mo dini wo paper newspapers no yes omo per stories nti BBC say but they are looking for somebody to use as headlines or a big fish a big kind of thing aban we ba ye me say satem honorable Kobna don kompo omubo ni di resign in pansa papa na di we start you Kobna don ko resign o 2015 is that not it o resign in pansa na sa di we ba the lawyers about until so munja ni din kura papa sabe bia MPP for ko hu mu a ko fa no so be MD mato wo mo na say be kire bu kire di enti no resign ye wa bra no ye nejuma because obi a yayi wo adwuma wo ye adwuma wo salary be 60,000 now we say me jai die na tete sebe die onya na se bibi anamfa so obi a na onya obabi no esene die na onya oto into jai
there na 2 point something no but someone enjoy adwuma no na incident na si ansa na obey adwuma no
debi o buy ansa
no 2015 that was when
and I didn't see it
yes
and obey MD
and obey
in the resign
investigation e koso no de resign here.
Okay, so abena adentina bibisa wo no anyway they took him as because we've the delivery.
At that time I don't think that issue not are coming up.
No, they were
no me just not even it was under the didn't me can say Sabre no near NASA investigative bodies no am I like I say almost a year underground way no
that's an American and
American say Americans because me so I'm of the view say sometimes Westerners want to impose things and make us look bad. What I say into another not to align with one more perception about us yes so yenye investigations and when by and then we also clear people say yes so see me say me aye and the more can and yes I near traces
okay
almost US prosecutors alleged that between 2014 and 2017 between December 2014 and March 2017 he orchestrated bribes to Ghanaian government officials to help Turkish energy company win a contract to build and finance a power plant in Ghana between 2014 and 2017. Obroni ni disase mu ya ba beto abontene. Ye de na court. When to me defend no ye jeli no. Attorney General Tiakunya so nde wo Ghana ba abontene se matwa kwama America for say evidence no a wo mu di jeli papa no wo mu fa maye. Na ye hwe se ye bobi di wo court se be disika we ma we ni fa nya adwuma ye titi mi susu ha ye ho. Etosu mi no Yoko su say yesu yenya fact no ye investigations into this particular matter is dead on arrival say afed ye be investigation ni ehun edin e be ban say na yaka because political parties mienu some dey be political party dey be politics there 2014 2017 and na djuma odi na djuma oye we ni nyina na oye djuma na Asante Kwaku Beku oye say djuma ni nyina ya appoint in 2017 as MD say party be if he say you ntumi no wonye adwuma wonye wo type of person they cannot appoint you nti die ntina MP before appointing no say on be MD for tour matter ono ni adwuma or resigning nti to me this is not a issue I say ya hire hu bebre yen hwe fact and figures emra ni engina so ntumi kan say simesi so this can you prove it in any case ya bobi din so ma be 200,000 I was say you mu and say bobi din so ma 200,000 I was say mu a see o prove say o this can man pa ko no ansa na e betuma ye baby because we can try when you hwe nti ya bo din yo ya mo di onu ye jeli no wo no 20 nya your cancer amount of $500,000 or my $1 million into me ko si baby because so san free jail ho eba be prove our Ghana court and san na wo bibia yo ye nti na ye ha yo manwesi
okay honorable
abra niema sa se mi ehuhia bebre ne se yesu ehunu US court ne say omuwo emre bi ye Foreign Corrupt Practices Act eno na papa we no oto samra no US ema fair opportunity US business community no fair opportunity iti uwom we more like a broker wo she said niema ama Ghana and I company biano etimi anya power plants.
And you know, as a person, he was representing gold.
And he said, like, yes, but he was the lead person.
Yes.
He was the lead person. The American companies are almost so a war power plant in Libya. But ABIA, going by Sa Actueno, they won't be ready to pay any money. And so, what could you see? Efi Turkish company honomo. And in your narration near the use of private email and na tracing in air who say this is how the Sikano mutuate disbursement and say na ekoye ebiakoha ebiakoha ehia yen si ebesua saade no na ye hu say business opportunity bi ebetimi aba it should be fair to everybody because American companies almost take pains and the yes investigation way and the better dra we share a portion of ruling one or say I took some interest here
that's the judgment
you know I mean to me but then I can relate it well to what I want to say or say according to court documents and evidence presented at trial Ashanti Media 52 conspired to pay more than $1 million in bribes to multiple Ghanaian government officials in connection with the development and financing of a power plant estimated to generate hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue. The emphasis was say company bi betimi apne say me ma $1 million fako nako wura Ghana na omonto me power plant no a na ewo profit dudu bi a ubenya nti no investigators no ehwehwe mu ehun say that power plant cost Ghana for year to anyhow it was going to be operated no it will give them the company no it will generate hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue. But what do they make us say? And that is why it was easier. Say, Omobe party with $1 million. That is important.
Which one is this?
This one is in part of the judgment. So that's it. Or say, according to the court documents and evidence presented at trial, Ashanti Media 52 conspired to pay more than $1 million in bribes to multiple Ghanaian government officials in connection with the development and financing of a power plant estimated to generate hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue. So my
estimated
point here,
to generate.
That is
estimated.
Estimated.
That's the person's assumption.
That is it. But me just say investigation, you know, etimi eko mu say so ubetua $1 million there.
Then it means you will get it
more.
Multiple.
That is also my interest.
Okay, but the point is also that then it means that if ASCA facilitated and did all this, truly if it is ASCA that is behind it, ASCA's tariff was the lowest. We negotiated it down.
To the Ghanaian system.
ASCA's tariff was the lowest. It is OBA then OBP tariff cost reflective.
Okay,
that is ASCA's tariff was not cost. Then almost prayer the bar down.
Okay, so
then I have the right to say as I say, oh, mommy, a tariff,
cost.
Yes,
but yeah, I am telling you, sir, from this investigation, you know, say ABA and yet, friends, influence be the bear more. We could have gotten another plant that can be lower than that of ASCA.
No, it's not true.
Well, this is your space. This is your space, so I'll give it to you.
Any other way,
I'm telling you that if this facilitation went on, I can't see how I AXA only a pre. I mean, we are pre papa.
A predodo.
Ultimately, so the point is that at the end, NCE.
The investigation report fishy.
They are loopholes. I did back where see America for you to almost in a certain way. American interest is so dealing with it when dealing with it here, you be dealing with you. And granted that this guy was African, now you two resident permit to crowd or a gun in here. Maybe in Casablanca
or a gun in here. Or got a dual citizen.
American.
But they decide to use which one at any particular point.
Americans in the FN.
I put a green card there for them on when your money paper.
I think
at any particular point they decide to choose which one at Eba. Ultimately, ASCA negotiating one more tariff did not have it easy. This ASCA facilitating with all this. Because Obi facilitating because they say what per se we are then automatic. Number two, we needed the power. We were in load shedding. We needed the power until they even say nipatia bribe more official.
And even so the thing, so to say that Nana can say we needed it.
We needed the power. Competitive. We needed the power.
It wasn't a competitive idea.
I'm not sure,
sir. Power no ebi wo kwa managing up and down. We were in crisis.
So yeah, are you telling me, sir, the investigation is really nearby in the church? Say there was no money, there was no bribery.
We are not getting.
It's been established.
I am saying,
but say no, they hear and say why all the call
we needed the power. So if you are bringing power at that time, we could negotiate your tariff to a certain level. There should not be an issue of facilitation because you hear power nowadays ban. You see a killing load.
This one.
No.
But on the other side,
let me finish it.
In as much as I said we needed it, maybe so maybe there's a possibility to be a better else.
What may be there's a possibility. I am saying, say, a him fantasy cannot call. That is what I'm not saying. Say entire Bible. Sikano call him.
And not say
that is what I'm saying. Because at the social contextually, there be a need contextually, need hear power. Even you hear
so
power.
So you think nobody could have facilitated it?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's a him from I want that bribe.
That one is to be established. But I want to say we should not discount the need for this discussion to be done. If we say we
I'm not discounting it.
Oh, I mean, the last say say that's say near.
That is one also full say
I'm not mentioning patches, and I am establishing say as Ghanaians, as Ghanaians, yes, you be this alcohol. Yes, you be wounded parts can call the hole. So no one of Kodis can no fire.
How do you know?
Say Okoji no the bread amount for to be sure. I will say you. But the fact is say the here powers are brain does not discount the fact to say somebody had to facilitate it because obu hono mo na problem no all solve no we pay didim na sa investigation we o ma yi papa we on tina hono mo say okwa dem 30 years keke
that's what I say we afu so on ka say
ntobede
and make sure say whatever it is no say evidence
on dem keke ntobo
that's what I mean please the main part here they say once ya go through trial no na omode evidence abba not try na go through na judgment aba ya sentence no 30 years no it is not a mean sentence obeka na not ma kaka say me ba so obeti be defending ho a obeka say makama not move me nkotum so I am only telling you say the facts as presented to courts any investigations are on my year actually say these monies were parted. American government say main peneso because the basanoa that is unfair trade.
Okay,
okay, ni moto mo beto ma say. Me part say baye nye ya adwene say ebia atenchia bi ne ebu no. So that's it. We don't go down order. But I'm only telling you say 30 years of sentence. Say asemno to ko bi da ho e na obetimi afa epia enko be fa ho epie that is it. That's what I'm saying, sir. So clearly
investigate asama can just
yeah, so no I'm surprised or say a woman bibisa akoso. So meaning say guy no wabo obinudin but banemba bon.
That is it. That is it. What do you say?
It maybe let's say US for them publishing dino and
by the US interest
before you can establish say in
the
Bible then it means say ekoha
me na me consultant me na me bi ade nanim me wo me coder me dey me communication me use another email me use official email. The company crowd ehunu say this is what it is. We match if you yeah investigation we know ya to say this is what it is. Ya sentence of 30 years.
Then so maybe to the work and say then the problem is coming from now no document if we US for no honor
that is what the Attorney General is looking for.
Attorney General no ochro say Ghana ye prepare yonti ye prepare yonti no mayen all the details mu de ebia mu nya Ghanaian official no
ana me bisa say honorable pachawa yemfa ne say ye the evidence na brae na papa na bo gini say honorable we me money $200,000. Obey the defendant.
At that time, any offense has circumstantial evidence.
Oh, evidence.
Also, your word against mine. Sabrino, may your power. May your power minister. Almost say, sir, means of even transmitting Sikano. They formed companies. According to the judgment.
I think
Sikano of Ghana, Sikano, they come out bribe. Debbie. Ojibo ni bi sika na de be ma bribe no
enna judgment no so say
and mo amaye ministers dan mo na mo be no so say mo amaye ministers dan
judgment no so say utu ya say sika no because it is estimated say power plants de be ma hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue.
Yes,
it's part of the judgment.
It will benefit.
Oh yes,
absolutely.
What I say it's in Ghana for when you welcome.
Yes. But when him say ayikwa,
that's also the plant no so.
That's it. Also,
the plant no.
That is it. Hundreds of millions in revenue.
If the cost was not inflated, I mean I don't have a problem.
Because the point is even that who say our legacy debts libre. Ah, you did the one mokao. I mean IPP they say His Excellency Mahama buy no wa be wa ya.
No, kwa ye tua one Ghana doom so.
Yes, we are be clear. Into I mean they themselves in the environment which they are no kromusi kasema ya sema IPPC maybe some sorry say oh yeah that is the point. So I deal when loopholes be brewum you see people now no say you know one more conjecture into the almost say at that time one and they will PRC at that time and they will grid at that time one and they were a year friend saying Ministry of Energy. Miss Adniama me who say call social media
and only are important. So people can conjecture. Only the media but you see, we have established to say the company paid money to the man. It's now for the man. It's now for the man to also establish to say, "Why am I this kind of
with you?" Saturday we started since 2017. And no can will be Nana Doka chance on resign. I started here and when he was given the position, he started into we see almost busano questions. And
I'm surprised say then almost statement then that is no
because I say no because I say ne ho akire no no obekasa anka obi kan ho anko won kan because you go through process say 2017 no 2018 2019 2020 2021
energy minister so na nyo no me dey call her
America for mu nya investigations and so won mu na kasa say no so he knows what he is facing ufu so obi kan ho anko won fa nipa na nyi nachi ote obeka krampa maybe a loss no omo loss no nkave nipa kro intinu ntimi fa so let me I don't know where all this is coming from because in the judgment there's nobody's name but for me na make us say me omo tibi bo mi din amenka ho it means somebody is conjecturing initially I started you know na awo mo na num nyina din nim and no obi akotro bibi o Facebook or their mo na num nyina din aka ho current so
it's almost speculating because
yes.
Because sometimes they say email is almost MOP AB Ministry of Power.
They say the Minister of Power girls.
You know, I'm surprised emphatically because
yes.
even if Soka say be a power minister, you should be able to name the person say
yes
or the codes and the communicate here. It's established to say or Jessica.
No, they is established, but where the money went?
And I'm saying only a code. It is Abreno. Obi be has said when a minister for power because there's no way as agreement. A bit me across a power minister.
But the point is that this man has been cross-examined.
Why?
Ashanti Media in the American court. You are cross-examined.
Oh, but November now sentence.
Cross-examined. So what did he say? The prosecution will cross-examine you rigorously
before you can.
You think the Americans will be interested in who he give the money to?
Oh, why not? They say
when we have established a say. So you agree with the last
so we also fighting to cut down corruption.
Abrani nyina de ye pe nyina political parties me no NDC MPP ye pe se yembo MPP ni bi di ana yembo NDC bi di e fa ye politics na make catch say it is meaningless for me
it is not about mentioning somebody's name
that is
politics fine you are entitled to it but yen as of mine no I was here yetimi hunu we ni yetimi di tu yemfo say in the midst of a problem you don't position yourself in a place that benefit from the problem. That is my take on it.
Yet benefits are semi-benefit of local ownership that my mind recruit 400 locals barely 4 months into operations into net. Yes, it's a Ghana ni this year only company and for so dear to me if we more eba enti me obet me starting now can we are now enti enei nananom ahemfo a wo more time ye de bia kan so we saying twetwe na ase wo nananom ahemfo e de atu just say that my mind e abra Dr. Ibrahim Mahama ebe take over wo mahu emfaso de kese pass abri womo recruit nipa 400 na ye kase ye emu about 140 something and as 140 plus there womo enya various positions a womo de womo atoto so and anya hono a per agreement in about 60% of locals and I say indigenous people within the community and then the catchment areas you know ombenye adwumani bia ye na 40% na Canada o must spread ewo eye omaimu yinyina na eba no airstrip omukase okase obeye no nso so na omashase a womo groundwork ne ade nyina omashase omoye na we say yade a ade papa isan say sika ba omanfo no ebotom no omotimi de pegem no omoye nwuma ahodo omotimi fidi wo family na mabunu no say yakase nsanye adwumani di na mabunu nso nsa etimi anya adwuma nana amensha say
papa say Ibrahim by so promise so obefa locals na wa mo madwuma it is very important anka minds ni nyina decide say omo be yesa anka sanka ebeboa
okay
what you say and we no say Ghana sade wo yensema ye behwe amana yi we nyina ye emulate na meso eje wo mo ko no se so mo kwa omo nya adwuma ye kwa business forum. Now, one of the issues that came up now very common theft.
I am Paul. Be see me renowned journalist there or advocate here ma will be nipa so here juma recommend man nipa no fan juma. Unu so ko chrono.
Yes. Papa ba ko de obeka na sem na are ho. O si ni security man na e ka kire ni security man o si girl bi ho. Se enwumre no mo de track be si dan na chi em de no manufacture plastics this anima.
O tweko.
O mo tweko. Abako so se akokọ no restaurant. O mo de akokọ sha o mo bo e man. O si ti girl ba ko mo hwe so o ba na ne anopa na ne bu flat.
Omo pon pa
na o bus kakra omo pon pa na the bus na appreciate. It was one day omo ko no si there bi. Oba ye ni man se omo mpre den. Ebinum twetwa gu robam na omo de ahye ho ebinum so ye den. Omo de so no ehye ho kese. Na oye poultry na oton kokọ no. O machine na eyiyi ho ne ade. What I say? Inti no media wa form sa no media my advice is omo mfa abena me say amiti we madwuma asay because me kofa obi ma ni be wi am inti ma to me shop mu.
Oh,
wo me need trust not to get on abokrati or into a victim.
Big time victim
or lose a lot of money.
Really?
Yes. Inti no se wa fa wo mo sa yesre wo mo. That is a very good gesture. But yesre wo mo omunkoye adwuma because it is so I'm telling you omunko gu na adwuma no ma no. It is so common. Yes, me ye obi atemana me. It is so common these days. Me say me am the why example. Many tie na msika asa. Me niema asa. My sister we free me. She had a restaurant, a hotel in Kumasi, Peps Lodge. Na chef no. Be bia na akoko gu fridge obusa chef ne say na ngrom so other shops businesses into oba ho enwume. Into obusa chef ne manager ne say na dey entodua ne wa. Omusi o madam na say dey slow. No inside chef no de na akoko ba.
No abeye business no this kind of go ni bottom.
Who
are using the facility?
Using the facility. What the tomato into a chair business that could be in the freezer no so. One portion of the freezer ye niema wo nim ba be free.
Onena chim. Only boost wo dey.
Yes. So as I say wa fa wo mle ya de papa pa we have to employ Ghanaians. But this story keeps coming. It keeps coming. Inti no as I saw mutimi diligent na I saw do omuko training mu ene nchechi na Ibrahim ayade pa but as I saw do omuko nchechi mu ntitie mu mo say yes orientation tiase say adwuma no ne wo mo dia
goes ka hokko de
yes and na me ka one hwe ko bi kwa assign the portion bia ma obi no ye mo adwuma wo is a big mind.
Yeah.
So on them jina benya asem so yesre wo mo adwuma na ide ama wo mo no omo nye ni ye because omo ye ni ye benefit omo ni omo busua e benefit Ghana because o to gold o so de be ma gold board ye be de be kwa ama no ne na in Ghana so sika ayeden abaye ho nti a very kimedi abna that portion ehia me pa
chrono na side no
yes
me mo nko bo chrono
because we pa be break be see a cocoa business for the number of business
show more experience
make am catch you. And this is something I buy into me more. Because nipa no all ba no nim de ewo nitin nkofo ma papa ba ko do from US wa closing adwuma. And most people from America, Canada, omoba na obisa wo ma they tell you say this is what it is. Ade ye buy na abeye adwuma. Hwe baby ameka say Trump say abeye din ama na say we say close Mexico border Mexico. If the Mexicans are working kitwe bi obenya bia with diligence. If the Chinese they be there want to China for Chinese ni wo ye dwuma gidi. It's a good gesture. It's a bright gesture. A bright light at the end of the tunnel. And him for no catcher and say this is the beginning, is not the end.
Yeah.
Or 487. The rest no we could do but even uncle for 100
we no go medicals no
yes or 550 book let me say why then why are dead me am mother baso na yenya se de bia se de na totankuru wam se nua ne president is into nua ni obi a wonya adwuma the biania de kachi atotanku me those
and the mama your phone in
me those days say obika gabi asem manam kachiro mo say mo de gabi is synonymous to Ibrahim or ye ni business Ibrahim so ye ni business otimase abna se tena bi wo ye president ase me ba wo ma me ntwen
oh nana adin that
is the point.
That's also your president. I'm just me ba. So I mean, koko.
That's it. Mo ba kra ya won hwehwe me de ba ta wo ba.
Nana ya. Ona ba kwa bem. Nana ya me mpesa o.
Say all kawa se mitimi me. Yes, ka on kasa sa o. Oka was a member.
Nana de minim de tia na oye mese.
Obianka say ye body kwan so say Ibrahim adwumabu ho a obetimi aya me ye fam no. Na emum ya da ensem bi aya ye ka no. Ye play ensem ne baka na achechire ye. Sabi the president of opposition eka say president oteso na do dan kwakufu ado wenyi nti no nya de obeti bi abokro no nti no de nua no mo gabi bom team no ne ade na ebokro no na owie na memu a wakotena se na wedi na retirement papa bia ebia na mpani ba won buye
businessman yen ne o obi ne creative
na say bom team no a businessman as an the brother president na gabi a business as an the president
no nana
he was into business no
yeah can say me my yam fan ko na bra working
no dey ko create some work ka
the me
man ho asem eno ne yesi ka won ti
na udi misrew
e di asem
ona boko
na be chem de menka
me na me kirew e na wa fata ni nyanya me lu ko ni se nge ma kasa
oh nana ya ona boko kasa
me kwa mba na mse me no nkasa me kwa me madi ko nti am no kasa
ona bo
woni menkasa
ona boka wasemwe
wata de ne
onche deti ona me
nana ya me mpade woye no
onche deti ona menkasa
o de mo mon komo ni ma men ko de la ho no
we ba na mo go straight to the point so de na me no chi di asem
ona bo kasa
nti ya uwi ofonsa na wa hwonsa nti Yera Ibrahim wafa Ghana fo eye na ye consensus aye wo no na nye the local content no but issues of acquisition kwanya ye fa so age da mama sana ye de man won interested wom ede na eba o mine ho any terms and conditions no and any issues are na ye wo say and then no local initiatives are the two dwa say oh yeah na odi super paper ye bebo na baso but it doesn't change the stance of your minority caucus of certain things are near for say it should have been opened up and then ya pass ye we won nsem or ye hu adwuma ye dey
went to a competitive bidding they no na open up ni be
na me say if you know the issues that we raised if you studied near there no enche say ye mfoa so say onu wi ni ya mani nya adwuma baka di kan say se o wi ofonsa na wa hwe wonsa e bia sem bia na no kan ye no enne se beto wona so a obi beka the same thing na kire waka say enne na ye mfa say bia o bra ye president nti na ye tam o ma japade nyina e de ama enti men kan the thing e bona ba so say local initiatives are what they eto apono so no wo di so
okay dela
Abenami Dasi Bebre. Na your company be a Gold First Ghana Limited. 1997, no started some mining of Boasu Gold Fields. Omo mining for almost 28 years. And omo troko ma buying set. Yabre mine no yet to me yabre. They wrote to the government. Say yabre omo person omo di omo nsefre. Di omo penoma dey. Omo nyewi. Abai no take you over 1 year. Omo trauma aban say ya tie ase no 1 year later no mba be ka kire aban say debi go the churo de ma wo say ye twe ye ho ya sa ba ye be fa na aban say debi one na wo churo de bre me say wo mpese wo be continue dia ene gina nchen ene gina nchen aban ma omo 1 year as for transitional process and so go through smoothly aban ya de pa e ma 1 year say mo na mo se mo to gold wa e na mo se ma bre mo se mo to bio mo de ya de abre dia e na 1 year mo nko e na aban e bie bede no e na for local content e na Ibrahim ko bede ya nyame adom owini ye o my Magana for ye support to say yemfa some mine no fa man because this is the first wholly owned Ghanaian large scale mining company in Ghana. You didn't see that. You go there what Ghana ha you tune for 30 to 40 years in now obroni be 2 or kwa no am 13%. Obroni be 2 no am 12%. They be a call IMF ko bobisia wa bra a company like Adamus pay to me in 4 years 2020 to 2024 to me export to go to the tune of $224 million. Adamusepe. No way the books more. The figures there are different from what they are exporting and earning. As one of the sanctions against the company. I'm telling you. Read. Now, say Ibrahim and Dr. Ibrahim take you over some money way. Irrespective of the uncomfort can and in just 4 months we find 400 and that's a uko kromwa ahemfo any on my manu bo say yani go for the tran kromha 30 years the Ibrahim yen in 4 months ye who be that me no ka say wajen sase a OC hospitals minu OC astrotef mranche bi e bobo also be airstrip
so yes concrete road in just 4 months after taking over. It is a Ghana for Mwakuba Pamo Mino. Na so me fa ye japade no ma ye me nya ho faso a e se e bon sem ma wo mo I just say sebe wo say nipa no a wo te wo wo moja ne nchini na wo no dɔɔso sing nso enti bibi ayawo I don't know jealousy self-centeredness I don't know how you criticize adepa ye feel say adepa ni ye ya ma wo mo kwanya ya bompa ya ma
de la wona ka se radio su transfer
oh bibi abeka na oh bibi abeka be better respond I don't have a problem you can say me better try ma waka me ho say 1 hour let me be able to 2 hours you stand up and leave please but the fact is say the American nyina say Ibrahim dia waye ni bosome 9 wa bra o take sa diamond mines no a remarkable achievement ebe bompa ye se nyankopon ebe hye ne den wa bɔ no ho ban na adwene pa ye woni trima so de beboa diamond mine no o de beboa because enya bi na meti America ho ahemfo wo krom ho etubi ya press conference bona baso se bosumi na ani a wo take over 3 months ni de ye hunu enwanwa ampa so o ye nipa de oye no ye bobom pa ye se onye ne saa maye na Ghana yenko ye ne menne tumi to the gold no na de akwakoton ama gold board and the reserves ye will be ama broso na me adom oye na djuma no fefefe de ye me de ne se yem sensi from ongu ye ni mu ase the expert is obey asin buroni no why asin buroni and na me no ka say you are brofo of Ghana how South African companies Australian companies omo ye mining wa ha omo to gold no a omo to ya Ghana 5% 10% 6% 7% no mo di ni nyina den no mo de ko na ye te ha na ye bre no mo tua royalties ni taxes among asa ebinim so company dey yetutu omo license abana company to me in 4 years to me export to go to the extent of 224 but what their bank tax $2.5 million.
Diamonds.
Oh, I'm jealous. What to me export to gold in 4 years to me $224 million and so their bank $2.5 million in taxes.
Million and not dollars.
$2.56 million.
Hey.
Why in 4 years what me export to go to the tune of 224 million? Not the car royalties or the car 86.8 million Ghana cedis. Are they? And today Ibrahim ye eye opener to everybody. Mesre, one more sika o Ghana how mo adwene pa person call local content no person call into mine no call som na de Ibrahim ye no ye bi say ya fa mo man no engineer papa bi o chine de ni ha ye ma be dia dance say ye nananom ne papa nom eja ye japade that's it
me so me that say 9 months intensifies Galamsey crackdown, arrest 40, seizes mining equipment across 6 regions intene Oba Western North, Western, Ashanti, Ahafo, Savannah, any Eastern region, operational, akoso, no. Nana minim say, videos are circulating. Honorable Apakrade, or no kind be our cassette, so for Penyak Bishop Duncan Williams, CCC. Galamsey, akoso, say, and Sassano, Yafan Compaibo, Yamon Pai, Intimi Hili, Yen Sassano. 9 months for operation. Do you think that we need more action? And I say it should be prayers.
Oh, so action and prayers. Prayers without action, as you say.
Oh, no, I won't buy an appeal. Say, into a Cassassin Yamin Bonsu. The woman won't soon mend it in a more back to Galamsey now soon. Was it? Not so friendly, I miss or my essentially in Sia, and over much more. Sasana, what you did, one in the annoyed spirit. Aha, it's a no say, no, so a kind of empire. That's what the other spirit. No, I am the other spirit. Oh, okay. No, Master Sacra, Nipa, because Nipa. And yet Galamsey, and it is not helping. It is not helping our empire. It is not. Oh, this empire to Mrs. Nipa. Duncan Williams on your sofa into a can be built in the Oka. Me Majina Duncan Williams are raising in sack. That was when the Benins you toy a fair floody. 30th, I think July. 30th
July, was it 2014? Was it?
I work at Agent Media and there was a time it was
raining heavily. Me catch roads, I say me rain feed that. Me come no catch and say one yard yes, empire no boy. Because if you tie a me mu coolly.
Bobon Pama Suni Jay,
I'm on man and sasu. At the tree room. A bomb be a me who be that.
No,
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Or distraction and happy men no.
Meaning say June 3 the end of maybe not the other
Miss Empire or boy, the man is a spiritual man. You might not like his ways, but you're back in the spirit.
That's like the fathers of the land and
I'm telling you,
spiritual you can take him out.
You cannot take him out.
But Nana Galamsey fight is prayers.
Or see him fan come. Because he said, dear, but me, I am saying, say, I'm His Excellency Mahama. Because me Kai 2013, he really worked to end it. 2013. But any time Bia was started, so Miss O deporting Crawford. Maybe more refi. Crawford deported Chinese, if we deport or free Krumha. And Crawford dealing with them decisively. In no time. Now, the social ensure 2013. Even Brim Cry walking before Mr. BBC anymore. So, media me Jim Pai body. And I made actions to Sudi. Yankopon, Yamon Pai and Yankopon my courage. There was a time we became was in Crawford being in accident or Vatican or say Italy. The Vatican went into prayers. You cannot denigrate God. Intino, minima dia wohu. Send you see cano. As I say no crown, maybe BB fighting against the spirits now welcome. And then they be a free. I don't understand. I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. It is not good. And when they finish, Nancy, you quite ye honorable for some for. Ne papa ye wo nanado we ho no echebi ho no a backyard nanado krom backyard Galamsey ya wo mutu. And you see they just do it na o maja ho no moko. Reclamation of the land as well. Reclamation of the land. Insuo na mo pollute no. Mining in water bodies. Ayadia eye ahmete. Ayadia His Excellency Mahama is poised and is ready and he's fighting it. Honorable Amakofi boy him say we're fighting.
Papa.
Do you get me?
Why is he able to push
push one.
But so why is he not able to make?
No, he's making. And you're actually 60. 40. He's making. I mean, so he's not doing. Why is he not able? I mean, no, he's one person. They be some more.
But I say, in as much as we pushing and so on, the effect results are no. So we are not seeing it all. As Omufa, me see a reporter no. I am not just a man who metiama.
No, couldn't be.
And 9 months for no, no, say, or my Omufi one of Goya. No, Massa Baby. We
should also look at our community.
Then,
they even enter legal. Don't say by him as a maker. I say they even enter legal concessions. What do I say? They be a maker same way. Yeah, I can't confess it. That is not it. I think that we haven't had a proper conversation. Sit down about Galamsey.
No. The community.
So we haven't.
The clergy.
We haven't even.
Now, if you are fighting, you become an enemy.
Ultimately, what I'm saying is, kasa, me ma kasa, akwa kasa, me nua de la kasa, obi aka say. What you see, me, even when you are doing conflict, there's something called the conflict tree. Behind every situation like this, so this is a structural conflict. There is a foundation to it. What is the root cause of Galamsey? It is a whole here passing a measure say a dear bear named Galamsey no in a corner heading. I've always said that let's have a conversation. Let's really say near a dear bear a year root cause.
No, so you think you have a conversation?
Me just say having it together. Obiaya was employment to a jadi akanato. What about the role of the chiefs? What about the role of families? If I can't be what UK, na me call he, let me feel hit through coffee. Nani pa me fa ne car no ye Ghana ni. Ti me ni didn't come on no say hwe ya ton ya sa 50,000 ama Chinese for.
What the call to Galamsey?
Na me say how
can you imagine?
O say oni ya chase can am 50,000 Ghana cedis. O say oni krasi asase no e wo ho ye den. E da ho keke. Ultimately, this is a root cause. Obi o ye adwuma wa London. Or your case here better
50,000
share. Okay, maybe that root cause no maybe issues of poverty a bit me at all. Why who is facilitating the root cause? Yeah, we should look at it. You can't get to a jatwa because then you can
facilitators and
yes, who are the facilitators? And instead of going to always arrest people on the ground working, who is facilitating? Why the man the oh yes, I did. Why the town assassin in New Run wine? A young band there, a bushia band there. When we start going deep into it, it does at that point it wouldn't matter who is doing it. It wouldn't matter who is doing it. Then we see say you are a facilitator. So if people stop facilitating and using their land for other useful means, then at the end of the day, no, a subet because we are facilitator. Wouldn't say about the chill. So if we say let's have some good conversation around it.
Honorable.
You see, me the say and cannot correct because ever since I got into this fight, they may who and they matter no. You need na beti miaka. But a yesikasem. Obia fan say a cheap way of getting money.
But a risky so
then a risky to who?
You know, so the communities and
okay,
well, beneficiaries.
You don't know how much money Ghana water needs. Because they say they have moved from alum to polymer. And polymer is expensive. Until you give a certain tariff at the end of the day, you have to give a higher tariff.
What be true? What be true? What they are doing, then the whole community and not the whole country, no, stands to now have to go and make sure say they correct what you have done wrong.
But my dear, I don't know community no so stand here
against. Community no one. Ebia standing, ebia and now there are people doing demonstrations against these things.
Oh, is that true?
Yes, but yebu so stand here. People come against us. Because community no. I'm sharing my experience. It's a practical experience. Why do you discount me experience.
But experience, I can't want some money.
That is not what I'm talking about. It's all about him.
Okay.
It's all about him. It's the whole thing. I'm not telling them because I knew you ran a bit in your car. You are there, somebody will call you, say, I didn't know, you know, Chaso, Nagana Nyaudia. Some people are able
within
to tell
the community.
you, within the community, even colleagues. There's a former MP who called me and told me, say, Galamsey fight them and be losing TV. It's, you know, you're careful. I'm telling you the fact. I'm saying this on record. What do I say? It's at the end of a song. There are more people who are into politicians are actually more. Let me tell you this. I don't know how to say this on air, but you see, there are things that and I'm making. But you see, no, also
education. I didn't know what say you but you cannot say why you push. No, say na ko kana sem. Because obi be ka say ade we de nkom be jami o. Nenso yese wa no aye din o tun ti yetimi nya o. So you now take pride and say, oh, your advocacy is pushing the adherence of the law. Actually, part 40. How many of Nkrofo and nine Mosachi and they are prosecuted? Can we have the details? It is a Wuchini panel. Now the name of police. Now police and Twaso. Police is happy say Wukwakoye Galamsey. Neyachi waba. No more no waka. No jaw no asa kwakoye biu. But the police be should not prosecute. Now one mayen figures of how many people have been prosecuted. And then most of those Galamsey yinano ye prosecutor ye the regional courts. District courts are not allowed to prosecute. OCID no udi case nature no. First day no one ebe ma ka say for corporate no eko. Ye komo mu be odi eja no aka. Diaka konabra wa na wudi usika efa ka akọ. The CID people are complaining. The municipal me dey fa car akọ ebia me fi offense say kede na me ekọ kofodua na municipal me kọ a.
Wo wan na do a usika be kọ.
O CID no. And I would do sika fa car.
Officer.
That's it. It's you know Galamsey so a very serious trade. Sika wum. It's nipa no kwe sika no. Influence be no ntimi influence ade no system no enko bi say wo CID no wo be frustrated. It's ade no bigger than we sit here and talk about. National a bigger conversation. I agree with you. You will be experience no openly we can share them. And maybe secretly too, we can share some experiences. And
no, but you are in Parliament with Honorable Kofi Boa. Just put him in a corner.
And I made sure say he is overwhelmed. Why would he come and sit on set and cry? Not for say easy. Some people will tell you say a scam, but I know him. I've worked with him.
Yeah.
He or you go up a results.
He's a great person of results. Yes.
But when we are over toast one, but who said no? Some criticizing the Bribia. Maybe I know how enormous it was.
Those days were to
no, certainly. I mean, he was a minds person. It is not or criticizing.
But at that time, he knew what
it is a never better. And never better. Now, or the Faha politics for the Faha, or the Faha party for Afro, or the Faha, Mr. Sponsor party, or the Faha, let's hear the Boa Mobile party power. These are facts.
They are facts.
Oh. These are facts.
Oh, they are facts.
They are. Yeah.
They are facts.
They are. Chini pano na keni pa ba be do it.
I see you say you are not working, but you are working. By him to answer no.
It happens. Oh. It happens. There is an influence, no.
Oh, and then me into me fight.
That is it. Challenge the just munya the from we mo kokko. Nonko. Why obekoko you do be fufro. Obekoko two baby fufro say.
Na asem no I say.
Abinachi.
Na me dem I was simple.
Abina me nsuro se meka no kre no. MPP betina akonya so mfie nwotwe. Omo ban small scale mining in this country for 2 years. No be anya mining. Now omo left say ban we be see na enwa. Your forest 288 our Ghana 288. MPP mankwan Emma party activists, party foot soldiers, party miners, a 44 of the forest. 6 years, One says our forest 44 no cry 44 out of the 288. Omo ya hwe jai one moment yomo ye ura forest womo ye ya 44 forest na make us omo say no e bedru baby 9 na forest guards womo abaya fa womo say womo no mo monitor enhwe forest ne mu no mutumi encourage ma no motifie adentia sa 9 forest no na nkofo kitetuo efi Burkina Faso ni Mali yakofo ma bono mu gine mu no ma gim nyina afa
Mutu.
It's a former minister of the Nana Akufo-Addo administration, any of the appointees. That's like Okasafa Galamsey. When we say who, when in the who, when you say what's your bamboo fear watch. Now a buying forest our conserve for 70 years. No bianco. Now we are LI 2462. The amount of 4 coins so much we bomb forest no ko say no me say no poto. Yes say no lewie ya. Ababi buy 1 year 2 months or say wo Galamsey ni nsuo ni Galamsey no man fighting hypocrisy and double standard they ku o memu ha say. Abna me semina between 2 weeks 3 weeks. When na mining communities na who dey kwaso
adwuma wo ye ntini gives you the opportunity
adwuma be ye no unnam na so wo hwe dey ekoso a say forest e bi o ha edua e di 72 years edua ye buaguo obekona forest for omo yi bon edua ni din ni bi abo 72 year old wood na ye bu ndua na gufom ye buagu ha ye mining wo so 44 forest reserves. Tie time woman paying na Akufo-Addo year 12 years. And you started say yes shemra say forest no mo bi ankom no edi 12. Obedi 80 years or ye mra say na yetumi wura forest no ko say no.
No, you see, if you go there, you call the one, you are not helping matters. Because maybe say okay na madua akoso say are you not the same person now on social media so yes you go tutu our mining area di. Enya wo de la. And say me that so this asem no aba no pay.
Saying I think there was a misunderstanding between the community.
Thank you.
And let me just say
thank you.
So now who can say ya?
Or Galamsey.
Abna me actually there 27 years. My highest salary was 4,200. Salary 4 years before. But the dimi hunni bisobia. So because we have buying the laba me nche be say manye bi da for 8 years or 16 years ayo government on opposition. Manye bi da. Na sa salary no na be ji Ghana Education Service me to me the levy. Na ndenya nyame adome ye dwuma minerals commissioner. Why would I go and do the Galamsey? Why would I go and do it? See, 26th of June the cooperative mining comes there. Lunch cooperative mining our community ho. You drew ho na minister beba Saturday morning. You could do ho Thursday, you die ma de Friday and your course you kwa inspect it. Maybe I pay you. You drew ho na mranche wo krom ho led by the constituency youth organizer of the NDC in that constituency. Say about lunch cooperative mining. No, omo share no start some yedede. Omo di ade mo say o man no mo say your mama na buy no. And I say, oh, I didn't hear said your mama, but if in Crania, but if you minerals commission, also there be empty, we can say no more record here.
In their minds, no more some woman.
All we say, young pony, a baby Galamsey. They buy in 15 minutes, you know, trans. Yet trans, you need besides a dear assembly. And almost say, Obi, Tio, Obia Kakoya soundboard kakra. Actually, since a minerals commission comes there, be a man license or the year mine will so be ano. It's young Connie and Koshe. And you too, can you call you 50 meters away? Ya call ya Nipana ya signboard kakraka de sin so na no excavators me so all ye illegal money. Na me adom here the national security for nam. Enti ono mo demolish here. Enti wo hwa.
Say is the money obi che no.
Ye chi Adolf no say Raf. Onene Deeper or this signboard, this one, not a number of signboard. So, until you program here, Abrani, what I am, the same program, the year, I will Nungwa Patasivo, any a year program, the explain is say, you buy a number of demonstration today. You need a new the end of your demonstration. ye wie ye ne kotena ase no meka se no mu se obi the signboard the see baby all illegal money it is some cooperative money there go and deal with that illegality before you come and do find the ways it maybe get to say the guys were right whatever the reason and I'm pass your cocoa survive
the guy na mo che no
Abraham say bi wo MPP ye fe na Wal Mohammed ye dey am 1 cup any sugar 1 cup and the fee fan fee NDC deliver MPP
look at that you allow this
on the video never about yes I want
you allow this
on one can say
I want never can say
on no can say they are not public way in there I mean you can say you are falling about at least anya no mama kwai ma what be what say meboa me ma kwai ma what say listen me ma kwai ma what say me ma kwai ma what say you don't do that
say I no NDC ni wo kumase na me chema chero awa no ye NDC ni wo kumase akabaye 2 months me akoto aba e no fi NDC wo ko join MPP ye ba ba mu no mo ko National Youth Authority say NY e de amode no ko she ho awa ehu video nu amene emrantie no kasa no de ko to social media say me ye Galamsey say me taking one
and sugar no onu an kan
the rice and sugar 1 cup 1 cup of rice 1 cup of sugar and I make
how relevant is that to the conversation we are having now
na so only credibility on this
we are sitting here
I want more illegal money the 1 cup of sugar but they make
how relevant is that to the conversation we are having
we are
baby I want to say people on the publicity
oh please
on the publicity
I no mama kwa both we are kwasem
offer dia me kari ni abra say abena
yes you better cook Galamsey
MPP for no illegal money illegal won kan kire Ghana for mo nyakukudo na mo kan kire Ghana for say Ghana for ye di mu hwamo enu ma ye ma kwan ma party for ye mfie nwotwe no etan
eti mo say no mo say nsuo no mo say asase
no
adia ye ma MPP for ma ho kwan me ye 8 years no se me ka se me ka wa ha de ba tie want to me apply for 3 licenses I was Samra boy baby no yedman we ma tie
ono ofri baby na ebo fi mines minerals commission
or apply for 3 licenses or apply for 3 licenses or apply
but the can you now the lay person it over ka say
but you dey miss nim say me can and then one by evidence and ka
you go to one out
MPP for outer yenye GDA sent mo me restore
we are
8 years that 1.5 years the mu ye the one about here and the 1.5 years the mu ye no if you do this you can fight Galamsey
yeah me can na say yeah me can yan say wo aban mu mfie nwotwe now you minister mfie nwotwe what's your memu ha me dey sika dwane na nka
honorable minister this one in 8 years
one can be person
no you MP for 8 years
MP can be person
mfie nwotwe wo wa sense asini nyina
enti dey nyam na so mo nsem in 1.5 years
oh aden na wo yes honorable
in 1.5 years
radio aka be bet TV ya hwe say your forest reserve na se wudi umamra se nkofon enko se no a sa ese no mo se no mfie nwotwe no entumi take 1 year but we are making progress what was our document we a minerals commission testimony in court against Akontamani minerals commission your testimony ya dey court about Akontamani ne me be kan give it we bi a kire Akontamani in 2019 ede nkrata ba ye nche of license wa asase no wa chemu miensa ode ba ne se asase no miensa no ye be ma o mienu enti minerals commission mani mienu ene ye ka kire ne se license ne ye da hye won tumi fa nye adwuma agye se wakoji EPA permit enti se wo kita minerals commission mani lease na se wan kwankodi won tumi nye adwuma mra no
enso de ko so no
enti ye ma no license ne mienu ana ba ko no yanje yanfa ma no
EPA no wenya
the third one no ahuntem eno ahuntem community no wa yanfa license ama no adentia yanfa ama no because na da nsu ano
okay
ada forest ano nti ye ma no yanfa ama no ene ye de tu no ma no okum no amokoche no okum no odi advantage say ye de ma no se ondi okube no sa no so ye che okum
de manfa
enti de ye ma o kwan wo ho no na wugina so a wo ye emra no se emra no president Kufana ye emra we 2006 act 703 se your mouth mining lease. When we kwanya say ube chebidia mo, it's not transferable. When you kwanya say ube kachiro bi say brabe ye juma o masase say me bedie kube.
Me pacho me bisa bi go say GCD nsase na Eastern region na na amafo ye mine na omsi GCD na de ma omo no. Mo ya we.
Oye minister we ya wo
Me bisa o
minister no oye minister
now. Oye minister we Sabi na meku.
Ma mi nwie.
Obi ya no man na Minerals Commission. Se wu nu ma me ka kire. Uko isi region na be obi ya Galamsey bia no.
Chrobre.
Maka kire wo fa chrobre. Maka kire wo.
Ona bo pato chrobre.
Abna pese me ka.
Mama ye wo ma no.
Abna ma me face for na.
Ye ya bi ye no.
Ba kwa MCE nyina ye.
Ona bo empiri.
Baby, dala we dey hear be nko wo kire ho.
Decentralized.
I'm so passionate about this.
Because it say ye nini ye kro no so media ya kra Kumasi tamale I mean the cities no into decentralization means ama this eba ni azoni ye ko ye ko fight
Mr. Charles Ejiri ni ye kan say 9 months in every district be
that is the point. That is the point.
To always be a petrol
hustle.
We truly
that is we see because here decentralization efforts no very deep in anka krobia obi akwa hu ya so be bakra now must so be bia
to the bia
patrols everywhere. It is again ultimate buy nanka yetimi hu say your country near world say you decentralize the efforts will be adwuma will be bia into omuntimi
your decentralization your DCs will be bia your police will be bia and the police station ni mukra no you to Galamsey
mame na
police station ni mukra you to Galamsey
e for mo buy ya ye di ko ye wi